Before we moved out here, I used to travel the Wasatch Front every day, and I had an hour and a half in the morning at about 4:30 or 5 in the morning down, and I had about 2.5 to 3 hours going back.
We think of the 21st century as being fast-paced and advanced, where everything moves at the speed of thought. And that perception is often squashed by the reality of congestion and overbooked lives where every second is scheduled and controlled by a cell phone or tablet. We long for escape, but worry we'll be leaving the world behind if we do. It's a lack of balance that keeps us confined to our cubicles and cars. Well, 90 minutes from the urban centers of the West, you can still find a slower pace that somehow moves just as fast as you need it to. That's not a contradiction, just a fact of life along Highway 40 in the confines of Duchesne County. Here, the world goes on seemingly forever, with adventure of every type right at your fingers. But those opportunities don't come at the expense of your connectivity. It's rural and urban, wrapped up with ATVs and open trails. Welcome to the 21st century Duchesne County style.
We love that lifestyle. It's part of the reason that we chose to come back here to the Uinta Basin, because we wanted to raise our children in a place that gave them access to some of the unique aspects of living in a rural setting and growing up on a farm.
People kind of look at small towns differently, like we're backwards or we don't have everything else. And you look out here, we've got as good internet speeds as I've had, as anybody's got anywhere. I can still stay connected. It's just a great place. We still have, I think our quality of life is a lot higher than it is out on the front.
And it's a community of family. And we all know each other, and it's just simply that. It's a community of family.
Roosevelt and Duchesne are generally most well known for their oil reserves as opposed to their lifestyle and beauty. Over the past few years, as more and more people have moved to Utah, that's started to change. Now, instead of an oil town always on the verge of boom or bust, these cities have begun to thrive because of their proximity to historic trails, towering mountains, and the chance to experience the robber roosts of the Old West, all while still in cell coverage.
I think people choose to live here primarily for the way of life that it offers. Obviously, great recreation. You've got the High Uinta Mountains and wilderness area just north of us here, 15 to 20 miles. You're basically there in 20 minutes to where you can hike and ride horses and play and hunt and fish pretty much endlessly and limitlessly. Just a lot of public land that allows citizens to kind of be free and enjoy themselves.
We've lived here just a few short months, and already we've camped a ton, hanging out with family and riding ATVs and just all of the outdoor recreational stuff that we love to do in our free time. I've been able to spend time with my dad fishing at Starvation this year.
We've got some great lakes up in the Uintas. We've got the Green River that's really close by, and so I love getting up there and doing some fishing and really enjoy that.
Balancing the adventurous side of Duchesne and Roosevelt with their rural lifestyle wouldn't be a feat in and of itself. After all, lots of small western towns are able to do that just fine. But when you add in the growing focus on urban amenities like hyperspeed internet, healthcare, conference centers, golf courses, and restaurants, the real balancing act comes into focus. It's not rural versus urban with some recreation thrown in. It's all of those things together, taken equally. That's what makes the basin such an interesting discovery for explorers in need of all three. Sometimes the freedoms of the modern world can be as restricting as they are liberating. It's nice to be able to leave it all behind in search of adventure without ever really having to leave it all behind. That's the wonderful contradiction that is Duchesne County.
We really enjoy the opportunities here, and the local community's nice. I like to be able to go to the store and know the people that are there at the store, or if we go to the sporting activities at high school and whatever, we know those. These are the people we live with, we have got to know, and it's just nice.
Well, I think a lot of people come to Duchesne County, come to our area because of that. They don't want to be a part of a big urban center. They don't want to be a part of the hustle and bustle. They like to be a part of a community that feels more friendly, that's more close-knit, and Duchesne County, Roosevelt, and the Basin can provide that.
And there's no traffic to be found. For AYL, I'm Steve.